Welcome back, everyone. We're still networking with everyone right through the radio here. And my next guest I have with me, too. They've been on with me now a few times. I have with me Tina French and also Bettina Ferrara. They're the owners of V Juv. Welcome to the show. Back to the show. I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and what you do. You have a story, and people listen up, because I know that a lot of the listeners that listen to this particular station, might be dealing with some of these issues. So welcome to the show. Come on up to the mic.
Hi, I'm Tina French, and I'm the owner of V Juv. And I started V Juv because I do commercial property inspections for my actual career. And I started having leakage issues. And so I looked into all of the different options, and most of them are rather barbaric. They do bladder sling surgery, which now has been pulled off the market and not FDA approved anymore. And they do Botox in the bladder, which just sounds wholly awful.
I can't even imagine that. Just made me cringe.
Right? And then there's also drugs that will dehydrate you. And so I found the Emsella chair, which is the equivalent of doing 11,200 super maximal Kegels, 500 times stronger than someone can do it. And so I tried that, and it completely cured me. And I had gone from my issue with, I had a cyst that had pushed everything down, and I actually couldn't even leave the house to go to work. And so so many people deal with that and feel very isolated, which I did. And I decided that after I was cured that I would start V Juv, so that nobody ever had to feel isolated and embarrassed again.
That's awesome. And what I also want people to know about it is there's different things that they need to know. Number one is what it feels like, and you offer complimentary sessions for people, anyone, because you said before you came on, you want people to try this. It is important for them to try it, to see what it's like, and it's super simple, but let's talk a bit about that part of what you do also.
Well, it is super simple. You're completely clothed. You're sitting on a chair that is highly focused electromagnetic energy that causes contractions of all of the pelvic muscles. So its purpose is to strengthen the pelvic floor and lift the bladder back up, because as we age, everything
hanging,
and what's happening outside's happening inside.
Sure.
And so it strengthens everything back up. The really cool thing about it is most things do have side effects, and the side effect for this one is stronger orgasms and more control for men and for women, and it is FDA approved.
It's FDA approved, and it's also for men and women. I wanted to get that out,
yes,
because a lot of times people think when we're talking about incontinence, which is what we're talking about, right? It's not just from old age. We're going to talk a bit about that too. Also, it's not just for women. Okay, men have this issue too, and it helps for men and women.
It helps for men and women. It's FDA approved for men and for women. And for men, it helps with the prostate. It helps with the pelvic floor. But also, when it's strengthening all of the muscles, it's strengthening the muscle that gets it up and keeps it up. And so that's a fantastic.
And there's a lot of people when you get older. That's another thing that they deal with. So
down.
it's not such a bad side effect of what this is. It also helps in that area. Now I want to talk a little bit about how you say it's easy. Can I do it? Can I do it?
Absolutely.
Can anyone do it?
Absolutely. You just come and you sit on the chair, and it is good to come and see what it is and to decide if it's something that is for you, because once you feel it, you can tell that it's working and what it's doing, and we don't want anybody to feel like they have to, buy something that they don't know or understand.
What I also love about, and Bettina, I want you to kind of get in on this too, and we want to hear your story as well, but I want to talk also very much about the fact that you're so transparent about everything that you do. I mean, you really made it that way so that people know all of the prices. You want them to know. You also made your prices incredibly affordable, and we want people to hear this. I normally don't do that. I'm the opposite, right? But in this case, it makes a lot of sense because, like me, I wanted everybody to be able to do something that they never thought they could do.
Yes.
You also kind of have that same philosophy. Go ahead.
Yes, is that I don't feel that, when you're dealing with, issues of your health and getting better and stuff like that, that it should be something that somebody sells you. You should be able to check it out, see what you think of it, know how much it is before you go in there. Nobody needs to sell you anything. It needs to be something that, you decide you understand, and that it's something that you believe will work for you.
And you've made packages because you're in a spa environment. It's a med spa type environment. You've made packages for people that are also, I know you talked about it before, and they're all on your website. We're going to get that out in a second, but that they're incredibly affordable.
Yes.
When you think about how much surgery is, there's no downtime with this. It's so simple to do. And are you one of the first ones to have it? I remember you were saying that. What was it?
The reason that I have it is because
You bought it. You were so excited that it worked.
I bought it with my retirement fund because nobody had one in the state of Arizona yet, and I wanted to get cured and go back to work. So my initial reason was I was just going to put it in my living room and go back to work. And then
watch TV and sit on a chair, do what you got to do.
And once that it gave me my life back, I had to share that with others, because it's such an isolating, embarrassing problem. And once I was cured, I decided somebody had to wear the damn t-shirt, and it was going to be me. I used to pee on myself. I don't anymore, and it's freaking great not to. Isn't
that awesome? I love that. Hey, let me also go into some of the different packages really quickly, because, again, so affordable, no surgery. We're talking about no surgery whatsoever.
No, there's no downtime, no surgery. You simply come into our very low-key, comfortable office. You sit, and the chair is in a room where you sit down on the chair. You do nothing. You can be on your phone, read a magazine. It's a 28-minute session, and you basically at that point can tell, like we said earlier, we want you to come in and try it. So we will give a complimentary session for you to come try it to see if it works for you, because like Tina said, she doesn't want to sell anybody anything that they're not happy with. And we don't want to do that. But the thing with our packages is, like you said, Carol, extremely affordable. It takes 6 sessions to get muscle memory in the pelvic floor, and we offer 6 sessions at V Juv for $1,000.
That's it.
Is incredible, because I know, and if people look into it, it can be $450 at some of the other facilities that are, I guess, our competition, I guess you would say. But really, we feel like they're more of a
$450 each time.
Yes,
no.
And we're offering 6, which will give you muscle memory, and you hopefully, like myself, won't have the problem anymore. We also offer another package in case you want to do some maintenance, or you feel like you might need just a few more than 6, depending on what your situation is. Everybody's different, but it does work for everyone. And that package is $1,800 for 30 sessions in 1 year. So no matter which package you go with, and a lot of times ladies will start, and gentlemen will start with the six treatment, and they'll start to notice a difference within 1 or 2 treatments, definitely by 4. And then they'll just be like, you know what, $800 more, and I can just have this in the back. I don't have to worry anymore about this problem. I can just have in the back of my mind that if I figure I want to do a few more, I can. So a lot of times our patients upgrade to the $1,800 package.
And you're looking at, you think about what surgery costs, and if you don't want to, oh my God, do you want to do Botox down there? I don't think so. I wouldn't want that. And I just think the fact that it's FDA approved, that is, you're fully clothed, there's no downtime. They offer these complimentary sessions for everyone. They want you to try it. You could check them out on their website. It's V Juv, so it's V and then JUVE.com. No E. So V and then JUV.com. You could go there and check it out. I've been on the website. I see how transparent you are. They want you to. You can call there. You can even make an appointment right on to the website if you want to as well, and you can call them direct as well too. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. Again, check them out on their website. It's V Juv, so VJUV.com. You can also call them direct. Their phone number is
480-593-5400.
You can call there. You can. They'll do a free consultation with you. What they want is for everyone, men and women, to stop peeing in their pants any longer. She said she is so freaking happy about it. It's amazing. And that's what she loves about being able to share her story on this show. Again, check it out. It's VJUV.com. So, I don't have it either. There you go. You liking it?
I like it very much. I think we're hitting the points we need to point. I
Yep.
want to hit the stress incontinence for the laughing, coughing, sneezing. So I
Okay.
want to talk about that.
Okay.
And
Why
then,
don't you just talk the rest of the time?
oh, you know, you're doing a good job. What are you talking about? And then I think
I had to pull it together.
you did very good. I don't want people to feel connected to a bathroom. This is a life changer, and there really is no cost for your health. And we're offering it something that's extremely affordable. Get your life back and
Okay.
come to VJUV.
I think you've hit most of these, so we're fine with that. And so we're going to come back and talk about. I want to talk. Didn't you have a story too that you
The
wanted
stress
to?
incontinence,
Okay,
yeah.
we're going to do that as well. And I want to talk about there are even people, women who have had children, right?
Right.
They also deal with it.
Right.
So,
Everybody needs to strengthen their pelvic floor
Right.
at some point.
Right. Are you okay that we talked about all the prices and everything? I am
Yes.
too. I am. Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Good. So I'm doing good here. Oh, I want to tell them where you are located. Give me your phone number again for someone that I didn't write.
Florida,
Uh-huh.
593-5400.
Okay.
And they can call, text,
Right.
anything they want.
Yeah, we can call or text. Do text.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we hit all of them. I think you did really good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, before we leave, she said we need to move the next one because we have a conflict.
Oh, we'll have to look at that. Okay, because I have to see what I can do.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Here, listen to this.
It's good. It's really good.
So that's a national ad, my friend. That's a national ad.
Nice.
That's very good. I'm on Facebook. Oops.
Welcome back. So we're talking about pee issues, okay? And a lot of us have them. A lot of us are embarrassed by them. And we have Tina French, and she also has with her Bettina Ferrar. They're the owners of V Juv. And we've been talking a little bit about the Emsella chair that when Tina, I'm just anybody that has just tuning in, Tina had an issue, a serious issue,
serious
and it ended up that you ended up having a huge cyst.
Yes.
And even afterwards that it was removed, that issue still remained because the cyst brought down everything as well.
And it doesn't bounce back up at 55 years old.
No, it doesn't. Nothing does. Tell me about it, right? But also, this happens with younger folks. It doesn't. It happens with men as well.
It's like 80% of people.
It's amazing. Of course, it is. And look at the business that there is. There's billions and billions and billions of dollars to have surgery. It's extremely, downtime that you lose your work time. It's expensive. I don't even know if it's 100% covered. I really don't
Well,
know.
it's no longer FDA approved, so I don't believe it's covered.
So, but this is FDA approved.
is
We want
FDA
people to
approved.
know that. But also, what they want you to know is that in their spa, their med spa, they offer everybody a complimentary session. They want you to try it. It's 28 minutes that you go and you sit down on it, and you kind of get an idea of what it's like. Their prices, they're all transparent about it. She was so excited about that it worked for you. You actually bought the chair for yourself.
I bought a chair for myself, and it cured me. And then I started the business so that no one else had to feel the way that I did, because I was devastated. I mean, it was truly devastating, because I literally could not leave the house.
Right.
It was
So your
absolutely
retirement was to be able to work more, so
yeah,
that
so
you
I
could.
bought it just so I could go back to work.
Right.
Because I couldn't afford to retire at 55.
Right.
I didn't have enough money that would last me. And so this, at least I figured if I could get, 10 more years, I'd make enough money. And so then I literally bought the chair for myself. And then you can't really do that, though, it's really expensive. But, but I started the business because it was so life-changing to not be attached to a bathroom.
Right, that's huge. Not only that, to have that embarrassment, we know what it's like. We talk a little bit about incontinence, and Bettina, go and tell them a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I had a problem that I pretty much, any woman I've spoken to, and men as well, they have the problem as well. It's basically stress incontinence. So when you cough, you laugh, or you sneeze, sometimes you'll get a little tinkle in your pants, and sometimes it can get bad enough to where people will wear pads. When I went to see Tina, I met her through a friend and immediately saw what a comfortable, it wasn't like a doctor's office, a very comfortable room that the chair's in that we have. And I just sat on the chair. I did it about 3 or 4 times, I want to say. And by the 4th time, I noticed that whenever I coughed, laughed, or sneezed, I wasn't getting that. I have allergies, so sneezing was a huge issue for me, and I like to laugh. Who doesn't? So once I did sit on the chair 6 times, I realized the muscle memory it worked. I can't believe it worked, and to not have to think about ever getting to pens and any of that kind of stuff. I mean, we want to feel sexy no matter what our age is, so I certainly didn't want to have to deal with any of that kind of stuff. So the Emsella chair is revolutionary, life-changing, and when I met Tina, because she's so true, it's not about making money for her, it's about helping people. And that's why we want to bring people to the office to give them that complimentary session so they can sit in the chair, see how it feels, because why wouldn't you do this? There's no reason. Why wouldn't you change this if it was a problem for you?
Especially if it's so affordable. And that's what you've done, is not only did you wanted to share this with everybody so that they can all try it, a free trial for everybody to get, you automatically get that, anybody that calls up you, but also that you've made it affordable for anyone to do. $1,000 for, I think you said six sessions, where some places where you go other places that it could be $450 for the first one.
Correct.
And then, of course,
Yeah,
every
that's
one of
what it
them,
costs, yeah.
that you add that up, it's incredibly expensive. Now you can do this affordably. It is FDA approved. It's easy. You sit in your chair completely clothed for 28 minutes. And after, you said up to maybe sometimes the 3rd, the 4th one for sure.
Absolutely, because we like our clients. We want to hear what's going on. We want them to be cured of this problem, and so we're very involved with how they feel. We ask them, and absolutely, after the 4th treatment, most of our clients are definitely feeling a difference. And there's also helps with the urgency to go to the bathroom. Sometimes, you'll be driving in the car and all of a sudden you're like, I gotta stop. The chair, strengthening that pelvic floor helps with so many things. And this is so simple. You just simply sit in the chair. You do nothing. Like I said, you can be on your phone. You can be reading a magazine. You do nothing. I'm so passionate about the chair because I really want other women and men to be able to be free in their lives and be free of this problem. And it's so simple and non-invasive. And Tina and I are the people that we're there. We're the ones that are going to put you on the chair. You're talking to us right here. It's very, very low key,
now,
very comfortable.
They're
the other thing we didn't touch on is that you can sleep through the night. So that's
right.
One of the first things to go, is not having to get up in the middle of the night to go pee. And it's amazing, once you haven't slept for, years basically, to actually sleep through the night is pretty amazing.
Now, you're located at 68th Street and Thomas in Scottsdale, and what they offer is this free for anyone. You call them, you want to call them direct, they will offer that to you for free. It's a 28-minute sausage that you get, I almost said sausage, a session that you're going to get that's for free for you to try it. They want everyone to experience it. You could check them out on their website. It's V Juv, so it's V and then JUV. VJUV.com. You can also call them. Their phone number is 480-593-5400. Completely transparent. When you go up on their website, you're going to see everything that it's about. You're going to hear their story, because I know you have your story there as well. And also, what you're going to be able to do is, if you want to make an appointment right there, you can do that. Or you can call them. They'll have a consultation with you. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Men and women, call 480-593-5400. I also want to talk a little bit about, younger people too, because we think of it for the old.
Yes.
But it's not necessarily. I mean, a lot of women that deal with, they've had a pregnancy, twins, forget that, now they've lost it. But for sure, right?
Yeah, postpartum, absolutely. And the thing is that this is so revolutionary and so new. If I would have known about it when I had my first child, so if you're having your first child now, you can start building that pelvic floor at a younger age, which we all know things are easier to do at a younger age, and you'll get results quicker. We have clients of all ages, Carol. We have clients from definitely childbirthing women, so after they've had their children, and then all of 65, 75. We have an 80-year-old gentleman client. So anybody can use the chair. It's going to make a difference in your life. We want you to come check it out and see what we're talking about here, because it's so unique.
You got to call them. Their phone number is 480-593-5400. Just give them a call. They're going to do a free consultation with you, but also they're going to give you a free session. Everyone gets it. And right now, when you check them out on the website, you're going to see they're very transparent. They want people to be able to afford this. So 6 sessions is $1,000. Believe me, that's we didn't talk about this last time, and I think I wanted to before. You do financing to help people?
Yes, there's financing.
So that even as well, if you had to, that's it. But you can put something like that on a credit card,
It's life-changing.
Is it worth $1,000
Right.
to change your life? That's what you got to get your T-shirt says. I just did it. There's your tagline.
There's my tagline.
Why would you not want to come and try it?
Exactly. So again, check them out on the website. It's V Juv, so V and then JUV.com. You can make an appointment right there. Also, they're going to give you that free session, so it's good to call in. Tell them you heard it on Networking Arizona. They'll love to hear that they got that from this. The number to call them is 480-593-5400. I didn't want to really talk about this, but the fact is that once you've kind of leaked a little bit, okay, the fact is that it smells, right?
Right.
It does. And it's gross. I don't care if you wear a pad, now you got to go find a place to go ahead and change, because that's gross. You don't want to sit there in it,
Exactly.
right?
And wearing pads causes UTIs.
Okay. And it's
they're
expensive. I
Yeah,
just said at
yeah.
the same time.
And you're going to carry, I know one lady had told me before she came to see us that she used to have to carry an extra suitcase that had just her pads in there because she needed them during her trip, and she was too afraid she wouldn't be able to find them. So, that being said, again, just come give it a try. You're going to be amazed.
I think everyone has a pee-pee story, really. Don't you agree?
Yeah, unfortunately, but we can fix that.
But it's true that there's so many people out there. I want to talk a little bit about the men, if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay? Because we know for women, but let's talk on the men's side. So you have men that you said your oldest client is a man of 80 some odd years
Yes.
old, and he comes in. How, again, when they do it, their treatments, I want to talk about this too. For your any client, men or women, they come in for 6 treatments. Like, how far apart do they do them? Once a month? How does it work?
No, you can actually do it 2 to 3 times a week. So one time a week is minimum, because you're building muscle memory, so you don't want it to fade. So the first 6 sessions should be within 6 weeks, and it's best to be within 2 or 3 weeks.
Sure, of course. The closer you can do it.
And the other thing about us is that we actually don't ask you why. We tell you all about the chair, what it does, and you make a decision. We're not going to ask you creepy or embarrassing questions.
Because
You're
it's
just
your-
welcome to sit in the room by yourself and sit on the chair.
And you know what? The best thing about it too, not only is it it's non-invasive, it is approved, effective with the FDA. It's easy to do. There's no downtime. And what does it do? It helps you with your sex as well. So guess what? It's fantastic. Give them a call. Their phone number is 480-593-5400. Why shouldn't anybody just do it?
Men can